Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Well, first of all, I'm sorry for not posting any video yesterday, but unfortunately I had no time and these temperatures are just killing me. These temperatures all over Europe. So first thing about this video today is the fact that I'd like you to sit back, relax, because we've got a lot of things to say. Of course, we played a match and then we'll have to double check if we have any new good talents to hire, and last but not least we're going to prepare the lineup that will play tonight against our next opponents. So stay tuned, and I'll try of course to make this video as compact as possible in order for it not to be too boring, of course. So first thing in order, one victory against Le Valle. They are one of our direct opponents. As you can see, while they were sitting about here in the league, now they're here thanks to of course our victory. We could overcome them, and there we go. The score was 4-3, and in terms of stats they were, I would say, as usual. So lower ball possession because of the direct balls tactics, as you can see, and then 9 shots against 10, 7 shots on target. Luckily we had a higher accuracy. The most worrying bit of this is the fact that we could go 4-0. We could score 4 goals in a row in the first half, and then we let the opponent score 3 goals towards the end of the match, which is not good at all, of course. And what I think won today, well, this match, is the fact that we had we were sort of mirroring the tactics. So one defensive midfielder for one offensive midfielder, then we had one defensive winger against one regular winger, and an offensive winger against a defensive one. So all in all, I think what won was the attacking style, because of course defensive wise the opponents were mirroring us, so the crucial factor was the tactics. They were attacking and playing with short passing. We instead were trying to throw the balls over the midfield and get directly over here or over here in order to be able to score and pierce through their defense, which is probably the most interesting part of their team. So also I have to say the attendance is very good, which is a good thing. We might think about it later, especially if we can avoid being demoted to a lower tier of the league. So yeah, all in all, very well. A few positive aspects of this match, and a few bizarre things, like the fact that we could allow the opponents to score 3 goals towards the end, which is definitely not good. It's quite worrying actually. But that said, I think we can go through to the next step. Of course, yesterday it was Saturday and we could pick a few talents. We have not, because of course I didn't have time to post a video, so we're doing it today. And let's go ahead and let's try and make this quick. As you can see, we have an offensive midfielder with good stats actually. Finishing and long shots are good. Technique is not good, which is not a good thing for for a player with this role, but passing is not that bad. Positioning is quite good, and 1, 2, 3, 4 traits are on average not that bad. The fact is that we have plenty of offensive players, and this guy would not have any space, wouldn't play nearly no matches in the future. So I think it is just not the case to hire him. But let's think about him for a few minutes while we have a look at the others. So there we have our midfielder, right midfielder with quite low crossing. It's not that bad, as we can see passing and set pieces and positioning are lower, which means, and heading are lower, which means this trait is supposed to grow somehow. 3.5 stars potential is not that bad either. So I think, provided that the pace is good and the technique is good, I think we should give him a go. We should give him a go. Yes. Let's not sign him straight away, because no, let's hire him. I'm sorry, but then we'll have to remember we have to train him as a winger. There we go with the last player. Very high potential, very good offensive midfielder left, which is something we definitely need. His age is 18, which is not perfect, but still we have 6 in crossing, which is not good for such a player, because finishing is way higher, long shots are way higher. But well, potential is very good, so, and the pace is very good. So do you know what? We're hiring him anyway, and this Grange guy, I'm going to sign him. And both Matze and Grange are going to be hired. And this offensive midfielder, I think we're going to hire him as well. Of course, we'll have to scout them all just to make sure we're not doing any mistake. Grange and Ingracia, but Ingracia, let's not forget, has to be trained with tactics, with tactical drills. So let's wait for the page to load. Ingracia, where is he? Fitness, no, don't like it. Tactical drills for him. And then Grange winger. Same thing for the other one, Matze. Matze, where is he? Where is this Matze guy? Let's hope he's not among defending drills. Matze. Let's tell not to go. What's he doing here? Heading has to be improved. So Matze, where is he? I cannot find him. So Matze, not here. Oh, come on, he was among defensive. I'm sorry guys, I feel a bit dumb now. Was that Matze? We'll have to train midfielder right. So let's look for the role. Midfielder right, Matze, midfielder right. Do you know what? I know he's here. Come on. I'm going dumb, sorry guys, that's the temperature. So, well, dumber than usual. So, we have not opened Ingrassia. Let's go. So, Matsei first. Let's scout him and find out whether his professionalism is as high as we expect it to be. Now, it's quite low. It's quite low. I don't like it at all. Well, and for a right midfielder, it's not good at all. He's 18 also, and 1.5 stars currently. I am not sure, to be honest. He's starting to bloom already. No, it's still low, I'm sorry. And he's starting to bloom already, which means he will not have that much time to improve himself. So, no, I'm sorry. There's no use for this team. Not right now. So, let's close this one. Let's go to Grange, who of course is the most important player we signed today. Let's go with this. We'll probably have more accurate opinion about his blooming period. Not bloom, normal bloomer. Not bloom is very good. Let's have a more accurate psychological evaluation. Good leadership abilities, okay professionalism, which is not perfect, but still I would say acceptable for such potential, which is good. So Grange is probably going to the B team. Demote him. And we're done with this. Let's go for Ingrassia. Ingrassia scout reports. Hopefully we'll have somebody to evaluate him better. Well, no special professionalism, 3 stars potential, 18 years of age, fired. And there we go. So, next thing we have to do, of course, today we're going to play a match against Globetrotter. Globetrotter, they sit here. First things we have to notice is the fact that they've got quite a good defense. Nonetheless, they are able to score quite a decent amount of goals. So, it's going to be very hard for us. Let's have a look if we can exploit any weak points of theirs. Well, against Lecce they could easily win 4-0. They've got basically, well, that's very close to what our lineup looks like. So what we can do now, what can we do now? Well, they're very strong in the middle. Let's have a look at their routine. 29, 26, 37. This guy over here has no particular talent though. Low routine, which is good for us. Sorry guys, I'm using the touchpad today. And 15.8, which is not massive either. So 27, 7.5, which is good for us. 30, which is not good for us at all. 8.5, which is quite good, and 35.6. So what we can do this time is going for defensive and a defensive mentality and offensive wingers and play on the wings. This is what we can do to exploit the weak points. So we're going first defensive and attacking style wings. Oh, what's their mentality though? Normal. Yes, we'll go defensive or slightly defensive, but I'd say defensive is better. And then the lineup itself, we've got Zojun back. Oh, what a relief. So we're going like this. We're going to play like this in this case, and we've got to use Zojun as our penalty kicker, our free kicker, and corner kicker as well, because Tateo is not even there, it's not even playing, despite the fact that that guy really makes our days when he plays, but it's not the match for him in my opinion. So let's swap, of course, Fabrice with Mazzotta, because Fabrice was disqualified, and this is a good lineup with the defense in my opinion, because we've got both Mazzotta and Quiriconi who are quite good with crossing out with pace and with technique, so they might probably give us some more strength on the wings. Plus Zanotti is slow in heading skills. Mazzotta is quite good instead with it, so this is quite a good lineup in my opinion. We're lacking some routine at the center of the defense, so I'm quite tempted to play Fishnala instead, but their strikers, well, one offensive midfielder has got high routine but not a very high talent. This guy has got low routine and not particular talent, and this guy, he's very talented and he's got very good routine. So on average we're looking at a not immensely experienced, but well experienced offensive compartment with no particular talent. Actually, we might go for Fishnala, who's got probably lower talent than Quiriconi but way higher experience. He might give us something more in my opinion, so let's go for it. I think he's going to play a little bit better than the other. So let's have a look at whether we are forgetting about somebody, but I don't think so. I think this is our best possible lineup we can use today. I would probably try and go a little bit more defensive to cover our defense a little bit more, probably with Zojun a little bit backwards like this, or probably on the right, just to make sure we are exploiting the lack of defending skills of the opponents on the wings. So the opponents, of course, are weaker on the wings, and we are playing defensive, so we have to exploit 100% of our offensive potential on the wings. We're going to do this anyway, in my opinion, with Iossa, probably not with Zojun. So what's better here? What's better? I'm sorry guys, but this is a very difficult decision, difficult choice to make. So if you have any ideas, please write it down in the comments. I might really use some suggestions if you want to provide some of them. Well, I think at least we're protecting ourselves quite well against a team that might be very dangerous, because we've got a central winger, well, balanced winger, and an offensive winger, so we should be able to exploit both the lack of the limits of their defense on the wings, and defend against quite a good bunch of strikers over here. Yes, I think this should be fine. This should be fine. They're not immensely strong at the center either, though. If we had Yossa and Pinsin in the middle, we might be able to cross them. But they're playing normal, so we wouldn't be able to go for either direct or long balls, and so we might not be able to get the ball right here as easily as we should. So yeah, so I think we should go for this kind of tactics. Yeah, let's go for it, guys. Thinking of overthinking stuff, it's not always a positive thing. So yeah, let's stick to the plan. And well, worst case scenario, if I change my mind within 1 or 2 hours, you might see some variations on with the lineup. But yeah, the most important thing now is at least having an idea of how to play, swapping the disqualified players, and go for one tactics that will, worst case scenario, give us a decent performance. Then we'll see what comes up to my mind in the next few hours or minutes. Alright, so I think we're done for today, guys. Thanks a lot again for watching, and see you in the next video. Of course, support the team, guys. Today we need it, because I don't really see a victory here, but we might be able to get one more. So thanks a lot again for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.